Hello, beautiful people.
The creativity is infinite.
Uh-oh.
You can see the
My Stuart Wilde was talking in the background. So I just wanted to quickly come on, and I'm on my way to the gym. I know I make Cookie really nervous when I'm driving, but I promise I'm looking at the road and I'm not looking as much at you. Hi, Jason. I can't wait to hear about your Costco trip. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on and talk about, I was talking with my friend Matt Morris, and he did a live yesterday that really inspired me. And it was about raising your standard. And he was talking about how often we're shooting for things. Hi, Jasmine. We're shooting for things. And if you're watching and the title, If You Feel Stuck, appealed to you, what do you feel stuck about? I'd love to know. Write it in the comments, PM me. Where are you feeling stuck? Or are you just watching for prevention? Or because you love me? And either way, I love you for doing that. So here's the thing. Often we have these goals and we'll reach for them, and we'll reach for winning and trying to be better, trying to have better relationships, better health, better financial situation, better home living, better friendships. And it can seem like a daunting task, or it could seem like maybe you get moments of super duper inspiration. You take massive action for a week and then you're done. Like you go to the gym really hard and fast for a week, or you're doing your affirmations and your prayers, or you stop drinking, for whatever it is. Often we lose our momentum and our courage because it's just like, yeah, life could be better. But when it comes to something dropping below our standards, so if you have a certain standard of living and you've had that standard for a really long time, or you have this certain standard of relating, and that's just your standard, if it drops below your standard, you're going to do whatever it takes to get back up to par. And I'll give you an example. So my father, one thing he did very, very well is, hi CG trainer Josh, is that, so he came from sort of an abusive environment, and that he had a lot of physical and verbal abuse. So one thing that he really determined with his kids is that he would never ever verbally abuse us. And in fact, he's way the opposite. All my childhood told me how much he loved me and appreciated me, and that I could do anything, and he believed in me so much. And he also, anytime that he could, even though finances were a challenge, he would spend, hi Deidre, he would spend whatever it took to give me what I wanted and to care for me, sometimes to a fault. But what that set up for me is that my base standard is that any male in my life that I'm dating, or even friends, but men in my life, I really, it's my standard that they're going to adore me, that they're going to be very loving with their words, that they're going to be loving with their actions, that they're going to hold me in a certain way. And because that's my standard, that's what I get. That's what I experience. And so anything that drops below that, someone becoming verbally, abusive, or I know that's, people feel different ways about those words, or someone not treating me with that kind of respect, hi Brad, or that kind of adoration, and it's not allowed in my world. Like, I just won't participate. I will not be drawn to continue being in friendship and relationship. And I feel so blessed, and I feel so lucky. And if you didn't have that kind of parent, there are things that you can do so that you set a new standard and you heal those past patterns. But my point is that where you have a standard, that is the base line that you will accept. And so if you're feeling stuck, it's time to raise your standards. If there's a certain area of your life that you just can't get beyond. I'm going through this right now. We're always ascending, we're always learning, and I'm spending the next several days really looking at what are my standards now, what do I accept as okay, and where am I going to raise those standards in money, love, relationship, career, friendships. And it's such a valuable thing to do. Yeah, I'm glad you like that. It's such a valuable thing to do, to consider, where am I settling? Where could it be better? And then to get your support, there are lots of books, there are lots of mentors, there are lots of free YouTube videos out there, ways to get support in raising your standard. Because if you've been doing something one way for so long, changing that belief about what you're worthy of and what is acceptable is going to be super important. Because it's one thing to say what your standard is, to be like, this is my standard, but there is actually a deep cellular kind of reaction to what is really truly your standard. What will you truly accept? So if you're feeling stuck, raise your standard. And thanks for tuning in. If you need some support raising your standards, I've got a phenomenal women's group right now, and everyone in my Facebook community, because we haven't started the ads, not only do you get an incredibly dirt cheap price, and some of the women can tell you, I'll post some testimonials about what's going on in there, but you get lifetime access to what's going on. So we have weekly master classes that are an hour long about this one we did last night was romancing the divine masculine. So how do you take your feminine energy and work with the divine masculine in balance so that you can receive more love, money, adoration. You can manifest more powerfully and fully. You can create sacred union in your life. And we have a medical intuitive coming on next week. She's worked with 2 different presidents as a medical intuitive, and she's going to be doing a group reading. So it's super duper duper valuable stuff. A great tribe of women, all focused on up-leveling our space and our connection and our ability to manifest ourselves and our lives as these holy, divine, creative, awesome journeys. So if you're a lady and that appeals to you, chat with me. I also do some private coaching for men and women, so feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, please tell me, where are you stuck? Where are you going to raise your standards? Is this resonating? What are your tips for raising the standards? I'd love to hear it. All right, I'm at Target now. It's time for me to get going, and then I'm going into the gym. Hope you have a beautiful day. Raise your standards. Lots of love. Bye.